everybody, I wanted to share one of my favorite books with you today. It's called Last Stop on Market Street. How many of you live in a neighborhood? And is your neighborhood, does everybody's houses look the same? All the people look the same, everyone eats the same thing? Or do different people in your neighborhood have different looking houses, different looking yards, different looking families? And so that's a little bit about what this book is about, Last Stop on Market Street. So I want you to pay close attention and look at all the beautiful differences in this young man's neighborhood. Are you ready? And there's a good ending too. Okay. Last Stop on Market Street. This book is by Matt De La Pena, and the pictures are by Christian Robinson. Look at this cool picture, this illustration. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time, but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched the water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. I love the author's words there, because I can imagine a bus stopping and how it kind of lowers a little bit on its hydraulics, and then the door opens. It's a pretty good image in my mind with his words. What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked, and he pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure that CJ did the same. That's good manners, isn't it? The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere." "I feel sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat." CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. So do you think that CJ is liking riding the bus right now? It doesn't seem like it, does it? It seems like CJ wants to be other places and do other things instead of being happy where he's at. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. I like that. What does that mean? Yeah, you can watch the world through your ears, so you're listening. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Peeking so that I can make sure you guys are seeing the pictures. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play you a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered. I like to close my eyes, too. Nana closed hers. So did CJ and the spotted dog. You'll have to try that sometime. When you listen to music, close your eyes and feel the music. And in all the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. What a cool illustration. The song ended and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. This Nana is pretty wise. Their neighborhood is very vibrant and colorful and all different types of people, and she's teaching him to celebrate that and to look for all the beautiful things. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arching over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, at the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. There's the rainbow. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now come on." And that's the end. So they took that bus ride, and CJ was able to learn so much about so many different people. And at first he was complaining and grumping and not sure he was going to like it. But in the end, he had the opportunity to help others at the soup kitchen. And in the soup kitchen is where people who maybe don't have food, maybe they're homeless, or maybe they don't have a lot of money, they're able to go and get food for free. And people volunteer their time and they fix the food and feed them. And it's very nice. And he went and figured out that that was very rewarding and that that brought him a lot of happiness and beauty into his life. So today, I want you to think of ways that you can help other people. Maybe you can help somebody at home with a chore, or maybe you can write a letter to somebody or draw somebody a picture. But you guys have an awesome way of being able to brighten people's lives just by being yourself, your cute little selves. So figure out a way where you can spread some happiness today, all right? I'll see you soon. Goodbye.